Because it's 1:11 here. Go ahead and use that energy and make yourself a wish. Hi Nash, how are you? E-Man, I can see your question, but it's not time for questions. We're still warming up the room. I appreciate your question, though. And I don't answer every single question as it is. I only answer what Spirit brings my attention to. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Sorry about the lawnmower, guys. I can't do anything at all about the guy that mows the lawn. Guys, the quicker you double tap and repost the live, the quicker I get to the yes or no questions. Hi, Sabrina. How are you? I'm doing all right. Tired. Oh, I did. Okay. 10 hours? Holy cow. See, if I sleep too much, I'm exhausted. If I sleep more than like 4 to 6 hours, 6 at the absolute most, I can't get out of bed. Like, I'm exhausted, dragging ass all day. E, thank you for that, heart me. Let's get you a card. Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit, do some new things, talk to people cooler than you. So you don't have to spend money to take a trip. Spirit just wants you to go out and be adventurous, meet new people, do new things, have new experiences. It doesn't cost anything to go to a part of town that you've never been to before. You're 8 minimum? Yeah, I wish. I've always been like a big time insomniac. I think for my age, I've slept about a third of what I need to sleep my entire life. That's Jeff, sleeping food. He's literally sleeping right now. He's bummed out because we have like 10 days until the end of school and kids are going to be home all summer. He's like, no more daytime naps. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Sleep is your favorite too, D? I just never been much on sleep. I guess that's the Capricorn drive in me. I gotta go, get shit done. I am a very light sleeper too, and it sucks. You can just walk by me, like tiptoeing by me, and I will open my eyes and stare at you like, why did you just wake me up? And then there's times where my husband and my family just don't believe me, whether I'm snoring or not. I'm still absolutely aware of everything that's going on in the room. Thank you for the heart, me, Ashley. Ashley, are you kidding? Why do we keep getting the same cards? Ashley, take a fucking trip. Go see some shit, do some new things, talk to people cooler than you. Take your mind off of everything else, right? Go on an adventure. I'm seeing waterfalls for you. Like, Spirit's literally showing me you going on an adventure to see waterfalls. So if you haven't explored Tennessee the way that you think you need to yet, it's time to explore. You know me, Ashley. I tell you guys all the time, you do not need to pay to take a trip. Yes, you may need gas money to get there, but... Block. You want to pay my rent? Go ahead, pay my rent. God, I hate people. In your city, you have 6 to 8 waterfalls and you have caves. Yeah, I miss, like, just being able to go out in my backyard and adventure in the forest and see shit like that. But, like, I can't do Michigan ever again. Gas is expensive as fuck. It's well over $100 now if I wanted to fill my tank. And I'm down to like a quarter, and I'm like, am I going to make it to the end of the school year bringing everybody to the bus stop on just a quarter of a tank? Am I going to have to get gas just to bring everybody's butt to the bus stop? Probably. And I kind of would like to take my husband somewhere for his birthday since he didn't get to do anything. If I can ever get these fucking bills paid off, I'll be putting gas in and taking him somewhere. You want to go on a hike? Yeah, me too. Even with my, like, disability, having to walk with a cane and being in pain all the time, I still like being out in nature, going on hikes. That's your yes/no question today. Alira, well, right now we're still warming up the room. We're not doing any questions yet. As soon as the room is warmed up, we'll be doing questions. If you want a paid reading, stick around. I'll tell you how to do that. What are the odds? I don't know. I've been fighting all month to get my rent paid in full. Like, literally, everything was good. We were caught up with everything until the fucker next door slashed my tires. And I should have brought something up to his parents because they're assball parents. But you know what? I just forced them out of the neighborhood and they've been gone. And it's been nice. I have a few other neighbors that I need to make go away. Two days in a row with disconnection notices. Yeah, that's tough. I can deal with disconnection notices so much better than, hey, get the fuck out of my house notices. I can't do the homeless thing again. My kids deserve better than that. Our homeless adventure of camping for like a year was enough for an entire lifetime. At least I hope that's how Luna will always remember it. The older ones will know that we were fucking homeless. She just thinks we camped a lot and lived in a tent for a while. Because we liked camping. Yeah, I gotta figure out, because they don't, the likes and stuff, when people hit those, there's not a counter over on the tube. I gotta figure out what the, because right now it's like I've already had people ask me questions and I have to tell them, well, the room's not warmed up yet and they don't understand what I'm talking about. So I gotta figure out a comment to pin over there wait to ask questions until TikTok's warmed up. I'm sure they'd love that, right? We're about halfway there, guys. Keep double tapping on the screen. Excuse me. Jonathan messaged me and he's like, got my cap and gown. I'm like, yay. That shit's expensive, man. I don't even remember, like, when I was in high school being told that I had to purchase the cap and gown. I know, right? He's so nervous about walking across the stage. I'm like, you can do it. You're good. I saw, because he's autistic, so he doesn't like a bunch of noise. I said, I don't care, dude. I know it's, I know you don't like it, but I'm excited, and I'm gonna cheer for you whether you like it or not. But he's like, yeah, but I don't know if I can handle everyone clapping. And I was like, well, maybe they can have everybody stay a little bit quiet and let you cross without a bunch of noise. Keep double tapping and reposting, guys. I gotta pause this because I gotta check something. Give me 1 second. Of course, I'm not paused over on the tube in case anybody is watching over there. I don't think so. There's 0 people in here. Okay, I'm on the right one. Alright. I just had to check to make sure I was able to get my notifications if somebody sent in a donation. I wonder if I can do this. did not mean to do that. How do I open that back up? There we go. Okay. All right, Sabrina. Thank you for getting me to my goal. I think it's just you and me here, so I'm not going to do my whole spiel because, I don't know, maybe there's more people than I think in here. It says 3. One's me, one's you. You see 4? I see 2 up there. Now 2, okay. Alright. So, Spirit, how's Sabrina going to work out with her bills? What's going to happen with these disconnection notices? You're going to be a badass and pull it off? Queen of Diamonds, Spirit has absolute faith that things are going to be okay for you. Queen of Diamonds is that master manifester. She's going to make sure that she doesn't lose her place to live. She's going to have all her bills paid. She's going to figure out how to do it without having to sell feet pics. Yeah. That's how it is here too, except this month it really has just dragged on. Like I still am $100 away from rent. I have no idea how either. Passenger Princess, you want to know if you and your ex lives, Willie and your ex, will you and your ex live back together? You got to rephrase your question because now look what you wrote. You guys got to ask questions and like be clear about it, because if you're not clear about it, I can't bring it to Spirit and get an answer that resonates with you. So if I don't know what I'm asking your spirit guides, guess what? You're going to get a shit answer. All right, will you and your ex live back together? 2 of Clubs, have faith. Doesn't mean yes, it doesn't mean no. It says, Spirit says, have faith in what's going on right now. It's happening exactly the way that it's meant to. Everything that's happening right now is what you're meant to endure and go through and hopefully come out on the other side of this, your challenges, with, you know, some appreciation and blessings on your side. I wish we could. I still don't understand why they think I make too much money. But that's a huge thing too. Like if my kids are hungry, I'm not going to sacrifice their full bellies just to pay the rent, right? Like, and the price of groceries are insane right now. But yeah, in North Carolina, apparently I make too much money to get any sort of help with food. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I tell them all the time when, like, they send letters about Medicaid, because everybody has it except for me. I'm not allowed to get it either, apparently, because I make too much money, but my whole family can. Anyways, they just sent recertification letters, and I'm like, I don't understand how I can't get the food money that we need. Even $100, $30, I'd be happy with, right? Like anything. Used to be able to get help with getting a bed. That's crazy. I wish. The only way we could ever do that before was like they would help if you're disabled, which I am disabled, but apparently not disabled enough for any of this shit. But it's fine. I'll pay my taxes and I'll buy my own groceries. Now you have to be over 75. I thought I was gonna move. Yeah, when we lived in hi Cheryl. When we lived in Michigan, they used to help with moving and getting into a new place. Like they helped us here in North Carolina getting into a new place, but not with the moving expenses. Yeah, I think it's funny that the different areas get different help. Yeah, I figured it was home gas, not car gas. Yeah, wait till the winter to get the help. That way you're using your fair share of the gas. Yeah, except in my case, like I will literally, that was my stomach growling because I haven't eaten all day. But I will literally let everybody else eat and I won't. I got my coffee, that's all I need. Yeah, that's what our ultimate plan is. At least mine. To have like a big place to have like garden and yeah, I know, but you want to go back to Michigan and I can't do it.
I know. I'm saying, Bill.
Whatever. It's not funny. So whatever I did in your dream, you deserved it. Must be the placements in the sky or some shit right now, because literally vivid dreams has been keeping me up the last several nights. What? Uh-huh.
That and dreaming within dreams.
Uh-huh.
Like waking up and then going back to sleep and dreaming.
Can't get out of the dream loop?
Yeah, I can't tell which one is actual reality until I'm moving.
That's been my issue, is I can't get out of the dream loop. Every time I wake myself up to get out of it, stay up for a little bit, go back to sleep, and I'm right back into the dream loop. And I know it's not real because it's not.
To get that bowl of oatmeal, I was dreaming about getting a bowl of oatmeal, but I keep falling asleep in my dream, and then before I could get the bowl of oatmeal, I finally got up. It's like this weird loop where I really want some peanut butter oatmeal.
Yeah.
I want to slaughter it all over a cat and eat it. Boyd, come here. Where were you?
In here all day.
I know you haven't. Why are you glaring at me like that? I can't even see you either.
She's like, I was in there.
Yep, she was laying on me. My crotch is sweaty.
Ew.
She was laying right there. Big girl.
Thank you, Gigi. I love it too. That's why I don't dye that part. Katie, you want to know if Kyle wants a relationship with you? Three of Spades is a no. Three of Spades it's the heartbreak card, but I feel like maybe it's not necessarily that you're going to be heartbroken or get heartbroken. It's the fact that maybe they're growing through a lot of stuff and they're still too heartbroken to like anyone. It's always a possibility. You're welcome. All right. Gracie, you are not. Go away. You're mad. People are making you mad as fuck. I'm sorry, Ashley.
Fuzzy Turtle, okay. Come here.
He says I'm comfy and sleeping.
I'm still gonna mess with you.
The mini readings absolutely can just be general energy. Whatever spirit needs you to hear. Ashley, that's kind of sad. I'm sorry you're going through that. You know, if especially if you feel unsupported, and that makes you feel even more unsupported. But I did worry about you on Mother's Day and didn't know how well you'd take it, not being with your kids. I get it, GJ. I absolutely do. We're not pawning your guitar. I know you want to do stuff. I will get it figured out. I know, Ashley. And you're doing a damn good job of it. Don't let anybody get you down. It's tough. I mean, I made the same choice not long ago. I mean, it's been a couple years now, but when we came to North Carolina, my kids stayed in Indiana for a month to finish school, and it was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do, so I completely understand. Lena, you want to know if your mom's going to be single? Ace of Clubs. Ace of Clubs is a choice kind of card. If they want to be single and have fun and explore life, then it's going to happen. If they don't want to be single, they're not going to be single. But the Ace of Clubs is also a very fun, fiery, passionate card. So maybe if they don't want to be single, they need to spice up life. You texted Darren last night and said something. He asked what you meant, and you said, never mind, I shouldn't have texted. Oh. Don't do that. I bought that specifically for them. You have plenty of those kinds of brushes. Stop. I get that, but you have a thing on your face right there. I don't need your goop in their brush. No, it's not. It hurts.
The way you looked at my arm yesterday.
What arm? When?
We were getting ice cream and I had to go put on my hoodie afterwards.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't look at you. I didn't.
Anyway.
I was concentrating on the ice cream and getting to sit down and enjoy it. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about tacos and chicken's cloaches.
Ew.
If we can GMO things, can't we GMO chickens to make tacos instead of eggs?
Yeah, I don't know, Ashley. If you're really worried about the other number, you gotta not continue to torture yourself. You gotta be bold and ask, right? Just be like, hey, am I blocked on my actual number? Because this text now crap is pissing me off or whatever, like, and see how he responds. You told him you were deleting the app. Sarah, please don't spam my chat. YouTube is definitely behind because I just now took a drink of my coffee. How did I fix that yesterday? Shivani, will Vernon reach out? King of Clubs, yes, but King of Clubs is not going to reach out for anything committed or long term. They're going to reach out for things that are short term and fun. Christina, I got your donation. Please let me know if you have a question or if you just want general energy. And which platform you're on. Alright, just general, perfect. I figured it was you, I just didn't want to assume. Let's see what Spirit's going to say about the chaos in your life. Six of Swords. The card about chaos and calm. The Emperor. The Knight of Swords. The Lovers. The Nine of Swords. The Chariot. The Hierophant. The Queen of Swords. You've got a lot of mental energy on the table so far. The Queen of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Alright. You have over half your cards are swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Half your cards are swords. A lot of shit's going on in your brain. But I feel like with Spirit coming straight out of the gate with the Six of Swords, they're trying to reassure you that they really are working on trying to get you out of the chaos, trying to remove whatever it is that's got your mind all jumbled up and get you on the path to calm and ease, right? With the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, that's a card of rest, recuperation, recovery, the calm after the storm, right? Where we take time to relearn who we are and heal the things that we need to heal, right? The Four of Swords is right after the Three of Swords, which is the heartbreak card, the things that we go through that break our heart, whether it's romantic or not, it's still whatever breaks your heart. With the Four of Swords there, underlying the entire reading, Spirit is asking you to take time for yourself. And we don't want to rush either. You do have the Knight of Swords here too. So I feel like any sort of urgency you feel right now, you've got to sort of like bury it, because rushing is not going to be helpful at all for you right now. I created this deck that I use for the donation-based readings, and I've been using it like the last 4 or 5 days, and it's been incredibly powerful to read with for a lot of people, and they really enjoyed the readings. With these cards, I have a block, a shadow question, an affirmation, and then power move on the card. I designed this deck because a lot of people will get a tarot reading and they'll be like, great, that's awesome that all of that has a possibility of happening. Or, you know, a lot of people have the misconception that just because tarot said something, it's going to happen. The thing about tarot is it reads the energy and it's a possibility, right? Here we have action moves, power moves that we can take so that we can better absorb that information, better get that energy into our lives, right? And the power move on the Six of Swords is take one concrete step away from what harms you. Okay, so if you already know what the issues are, you already know what's causing the chaos, you already know what steps you need to take to get away from it, to make it easier, right? Even if they're difficult, you know what steps to take. And I feel like that's what Spirit's drawing me to most on the Six of Swords card, is taking that step, taking the leap, and allowing life to just kind of happen the way it's supposed to. The Emperor is next, and the Emperor is about being the authority in your life, about ruling your life, you know, in a way that you know is just and fair, because the Emperor is just and fair. Sometimes when we are faced with the Emperor energy, we like to shy away from the responsibility, and we can't do that with him. That's what the block is on the Emperor card, is avoiding responsibility or trying to be too much in control. Like I said, you have the Four of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so Spirit really is trying to get you to go with the flow and heal the things that need to be healed, and not in a rushing, forceful kind of way, because like I said, you do have the Knight of Swords next. And the Knight of Swords, even though he's incredibly ambitious, he fails almost all of the time, like 99.9% of the time, because he has no plan of action. He doesn't stop to think. He doesn't plan out his moves before he takes action, and that's why he fails, because he doesn't even know what he's taking off to battle for. He just knows that he needs to go. You do have the Lovers next, so I don't feel like, even if you are having a difficult time in relationships or obtaining a relationship, I don't feel like this in particular in this reading means anything about love. It could. It absolutely can. Everything in here can represent parts of every aspect of your life, right? But the Lovers here, I really feel the fate part of it more so than the love side of it, right? And I feel like you may be misaligned with some of the things that are fated in your life that you're meant to do, because either you don't feel like they are for you, like you don't feel that you deserve them, or that they are meant for you, or you're pushing them away because you'd rather do this than what Spirit has in mind for you, right? So we have to not get stuck in the pattern of, I don't want to do that. That's it. It's like when you hear the call to do, like, I don't know, some kind of, like when somebody wants to be a priest, right? They don't start out wanting to be a priest. They hear the call from God to be a priest, right? And that's the kind of energy here. You may not want to do what Spirit has in store for you, but it's always going to be for your highest good. And I feel like the Nine of Swords coming next indicates that you are stressing and are full of anxiety because you're not aligned on the path you're meant to be on. When you ignore fate and you ignore spirit, they can only push so far with that Six of Swords, right? They know how to get the chaos to leave from your life. They know how to get you on the right path, but they can only push so far. We have to be in alignment with what they're pushing us towards. When the Nine of Swords comes up, it shows that you're being a little less flexible than what they want you to be, and that's why you have stress and anxiety in your life. The Chariot comes next, so I do feel like you get out of whatever blocks you have right now, because the Chariot is incredibly successful. That's when Spirit says, all right, whatever, we're not waiting around for you to listen. We're just going to move mountains to get you towards where we know you'll be the most successful and happy. The Chariot is a pretty no-fail kind of energy when it comes to obtaining our dreams. The Hierophant is next, and I really do feel like this is not necessarily about the belief systems or the traditions that you were given as a child or grew up in or even hold now. It's more about the guidance of spirit and putting you in the right place at the right time. You have two queens next, the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, and I love that it's got like the mental emotional side of things in both of these queens, right? The Queen of Swords is she's kind of a harsh queen, right? But she also is incredibly honest, and she's going to cut through the bullshit. She's not ever going to lie to herself over a situation either. She's not going to pull the wool over her own eyes. And if somebody's being a narcissist to her, no, they're not. Because she's not going to take that crap. The Queen of Cups is always going to make sure that she nurtures herself before she pours out into everybody else's cup, right? She's going to make sure that she's overflowing before she tries to nurture anybody else. So I do feel like Spirit wants you to be brutally honest with yourself and also nurture yourself right now. And that's when you get to the Three of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity coming in. It's not just about collaboration and team play, being a team player. I really do feel like this is an opportunity to build towards an incredible future for you. Once you sort of get out of the stress and anxiety, I'm stuck because I can't move forward mentality, I really do feel like you're going to start feeling the hope for what is to come, right? I feel like the less rigid you are in maintaining where you're going, because you may have some misconceptions about where your path is leading, the faster you're going to get to some really aligned energies that feel really good. The Three of Pentacles is a card that says you're building towards a beautiful future, right? Like I said right from the start, there's a lot of mental energy on this table, and I think that you can handle it. You just have to remember to go with the flow and allow Spirit to drive the chariot, right? They're in control of that. There's success for you, absolutely. And as far as love goes, worry about loving on yourself first, and everything else will start dominoing into place. Let me go ahead and see if you've said anything. You're thinking about leaving him. Well, you're welcome. I know it's what you needed. Because that's why Spirit made me say it. Hello, Madeline. Well, I'm glad it makes sense, Gigi. And I really hope that you get to see the greatness that Spirit shows me. It's coming. You just have to be bold and brave. I guess that's why they kept reassuring me that you needed to fill your own cup and not worry about nurturing anyone else right now either. Even if you don't ultimately take the step to leave, you're still gonna have yourself boosted way the fuck up there, right? Well, thank you, my dear, for allowing me to read for you. I appreciate it. Guys, I'll be right back. I gotta grab a decongestant. Hello, Amethyst dear. How are you? It was a good kick in the butt, Gigi. Good. I'm glad. Shane, is Catherine wanting to see you after talking? Queen of Spades. Queen of Spades would need to talk more. They'd need more information before they made any moves. I'm doing all right. You're welcome. All right, Madeline, let's see what Spirit says. Did you pass? 6 of Hearts. 4 of Clubs. Yes. I feel like even with the 6 of Hearts coming in, it's more like Spirit saying the past is the past. You're not going to be there anymore, right? Because the 6 of Hearts is the card of the past. Combined with the 4 of Clubs, you're building towards a beautiful future. So, you passed. All right. Amethyst, are you about to meet your person? 6 of Clubs is victory, success. I'm going to say yes. Wouldn't that be amazing? Absolutely. You're welcome, dear. You felt less nervous than you thought you would. I figured this weekend you were just you were almost setting yourself up to fail because you were so nervous about it. That's why Spirit kept trying to reassure you that you had it. announce a new job in your near future. Success, victory, yes. And it's going to be better than you're expecting too with that card. It's going to make you feel like you're finally in the right place. It's 222, just as I said that too. Guys, it's 222. All about connection. You're welcome, dear. 222. Julie, you want to know if Junior's going to come back to you? 7 of Clubs. 7 of Clubs is a card that's not necessarily a no and it's not a yes. I do feel like Spirit wants you to stand in your power and truly understand who you are as a person, and then evaluate whether you want Junior to come back. Truly want Junior to come back. Because if they didn't treat you the way that you needed to be treated, and they didn't accept you the way that you need to be accepted, and they don't see the value in you the way that they should, they don't deserve to come back. The 7 of Clubs is a card that says you've got to stand up for what you believe in, and if others are going to get in your way, they're not worth your time. You sent 123 likes a little bit ago. Woohoo! You're welcome. All right, Madeline, you got this. Go kick some ass. Go be a teacher. Love you. Haley, is Rez coming back to you? Queen of Spades, no. Queen of Spades suggests that they've already moved on, and it doesn't matter how much you ask or beg, it's not going to happen. All right, Dee, have a good day. Thank you for being here. Absolutely. My room is always here if you want to hang out. Chris, you want to know if Ava regrets what she did? 4 of clubs. 4 of clubs is a no. They don't regret it, but you get to be better off because you don't get the apology. You don't get the I'm sorry. You are better off without even worrying about that energy. They may have done some really horrible things to you, but you're on a much better path without them. Chris, I do 1 free question per person per day. You're welcome. It's not me, it's your mind. It's your subconscious getting shit out. Christine, should you find a new job? 6 of Hearts. Maybe a new old job? Is there a job you can go back to? 6 of Hearts is a card that talks about the past. If your current job brings up too much of a shitty job that you had in the past as well, then yes, it's an absolute yes. But if you're trying to leave this current job to go back to an old job, it's a definite yes. There's an element of the past there. You're welcome. I must not have caught everything that you were trying to say, because... Oh, leave. Okay, that makes more sense. So what's going on in that situation? Because I don't think I caught everything that you had said. Right, no, I know the roommate. I'm talking about before, when you were in here before. I was doing a paid reading, so I didn't catch everything that you had said. Oh, that sucks. Well, make sure you, like, cover your butt in a legal way, especially if she already signed a lease and stuff. So you're nervous she won't. Well, without money and without a lease, you can literally have her removed. I don't, but you can probably, if you know her name on there, just block her so she can't send you money. Otherwise, just try to close your account. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, I don't use Zelle because they literally took thousands of dollars from me. So figure out how to block her payments before you bring this up to her. That is my advice for that, though. You're always welcome here, even if you're just complaining. Right here. No, you do. Well, I'm here anytime. It's what I'm good at. loud in here.
No, it's all death, bro.
Hey.
Hello.
I can't
Oh, hey,
see
Chester.
The hug likes me back.
We don't know that.
Girl, he said he does. Anyways, I'm feeling great about my reading EOD.
Good. I'm happy.
I only had to guess on no, not even guess, unsure about 3. I think I'm gonna get a 5. I'm gonna study all day today for the math though.
Yeah, me too. I'm
I'm
gonna write out the
cooked.
answers on my arm.
No.
I did not mean to say that out loud. I'm gonna learn split to the two. I'm gonna just the chemical formulas, X, not actual answers.
Yeah, me too. But not on my arm, just memorize them. Because I suck with them. Oh, tell Mom what you got today.
Apparently I got shoes for the dance.
Okay.
They're plain black. Black.
Okay.
Like ballet shoes, kind of. No, I've been wearing these for 2 days straight without taking them off. No, my feet hurt so bad. Elbow feeling right here. Try them on.
I'm about to. What the?
Do they fit?
I guess.
Whoa.
I always have a hard time keeping those kinds of shoes on.
Can I try them on?
Ew, my feet look weird. Freak.
I know.
You said you wanted flats.
She meant open toed, right?
No.
I would like open toed.
I wanted these kinds, but I didn't realize how big my feet look. It's okay though.
Like wide.
Well, you'll be lucky if you even get to go to the dance.
She already paid, bro.
I don't care. I'm getting real sick and tired of having asked
No,
you
I
guys
was
1,000
literally gonna
times
come
to do
home,
your
show
stuff.
you these shoes, and bust my butt in the kitchen. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
Mm.
And shush your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Kitchen.
Never mind then. Yours? Here you go. They're 9s.
Oh, can I try them?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying here you go.
Every girl.
Hello, Chester, buddy.
She slipped through the door before I got it.
I noticed.
Oh, that scared me. No birthing her over here.
What's up, guys? Albert Fingernoodle here.
Oh, what the heck? They're big, bro.
See, your feet look cute in them.
Actually,
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna slip off. Oh,
You should try walking in them.
Oh, my feet do look cute. I have bony
Take 'em
feet.
off. I wish I had bony feet.
Like, I have veiny feet. Look at that. No, me and Alex. Okay, that's the name of the husband. Anyway, we talk, right? And we were talking, going to the bus stop like we usually do every single day. Isabella was just waiting there for us.
Yep.
And she kept pushing me into him. And saying, "Oh, so cute." And then she got in trouble by Miss Martin.
And then I kept doing it after. Miss Martin was looking at me like, and then she yelled at me. She was like, "Mizzy, don't do that. You're not supposed to do that." I kept pushing them into each other and saying and yelling, "Oh, so cute." And then when we were outside, I was like, "You should get with my sister. She likes you." And she's like, "No, I don't like you." And then I was like, "Yes, she does."
He was
He
smiling.
was smiling the whole time.
Such a gentleman. He opens doors for me. No, the guy doesn't like to open doors for me and like don't like him.
I'll get mad. I'll be like, I can open my own door. I have hands.
No, if I'm next to a guy and they don't open the door for me, I'm just gonna stand there. But like the guy that I talk to, you know. Oh, okay. But like that's never happened. So like.
I always go first and open the door.
Hi, Tara. You came in at perfect time.
Open the door for your man?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm a nice person.
Nah.
Don't do it in front of his friends.
Why?
Why?
Because it emasculates a man to do stuff for him, especially in front of his friends.
No, if my husband, like, if he's sick, I want to treat him like a baby. I love men when they're sick, they act like babies.
Now you have 2 of my hair ties in your hair.
No, that one's mine.
No,
You
the
gave
brown
me
one
3
is
of them.
yours. I meant hers.
The pink one is mine.
That's not pink.
What's brown?
Gray?
Yeah, like a dark gray-brown thing.
It looks like the bright pink one, like the color of my pillow.
You should cut my hair today.
My feet don't even look that bad.
I
Yes.
need to work.
Like your pillow. Oh.
Yeah, the ones that came with my... Don't shoot those at me. Sophia, you're gonna break something.
Please, can I just try?
Don't do that. Did you guys even notice my tree growing?
Where? Let's been like that.
Yeah, I didn't notice it till yesterday. Not my money tree, the avocado in front of it.
Whoa!
That's what I'm saying.
Whoa! That was an avocado?
That is an avocado tree, yes.
That's an avocado.
It's growing in there?
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
It just sat
Girl,
there
I just washed
forever,
my
just
hair
being
and
a
I
pit.
did not have anything to do with it.
And then all of a sudden I noticed it yesterday.
I think I'm gonna go sweatpants. That was my
Yeah,
fault.
these are cute.
What?
I said, yeah, these are cute.
Actually?
It's just if they don't show any of my toe creases, like my in-between toes, or else it looks weird. I don't know why.
I like that. Cause then it makes me like. I like when my toes are out.
Like this? I'm talking about this, Sophia.
What?
I don't
Yeah.
like that either.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Makes my feet look skinnier. I brought home all my math, like papers and notebook, and folders.
I summed everything up into one little paper. The only thing I need to know are, I'll figure that out. Starry, melody, okay, this is my word. I need to know the chemical formulas, where the X and Y are on the axis, like in all the 4 quarters. Yeah, whatever. Y equals mx plus b, and then I gotta know what m and b and y are the scale factors new over
Who's
old.
getting Luna?
I am.
But you're online.
So?
How to find the
Did you just gonna pause it?
Yeah.
how to find an angle in a right triangle is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I need to know perfect squares and perfect cubes. And then the common one, where it's 64 with both, which is also 1, but we don't need to know the 1. And then a bunch of other things.
It's like you got it. You
I'm
don't
going to write all
need it.
this on my arm.
You don't need to. What if you get in trouble? What if somebody sees it?
Girl, I'm not the one with the phone in the class. Every single person in my class has their phone on them. Mr. Stripes old and blind. I'm
sure it's just a matter of him not caring. teachers nowadays don't care anymore because there's nothing they can do about it.
No, when Mr. Sipes sees something, he'll be like, "What are you doing?" And then that's my A to Z news. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I hate the Spanish teacher.
School's almost over.
You want to know why, though? Because I literally was almost like in the urge of tears in class because my tooth was hurting so bad, same with my ear. And I asked her if I could go get my Orajel, and she's like, "Do your missing assignments." And I was like, "Well, can I go get my headphones to do my missing assignments?" She's like, "No, you could do the ones without headphones." And I was like, "Well, there's barely any of those. There's like one." She's like, "Well, do that." And I said, I can't concentrate like this, and I can barely see out of my eyes because they're watering too much." And then she was like, "I don't care. Go do your work." Do you not understand that I can't? So I closed my computer, I put all my stuff to the side, and I put my head down. She PMO'd me so much. There's Jonathan, he has his robes.
I know. I don't know how to pause it.
You're doing live on YouTube?
Yeah, I have